Today we're going to build a lithium battery pack and do some spot welding. First, measure the cells. Group cells with the same voltages together. Boost productivity by doing things assembly line style, like in the factory. Hot glue all the cell groups at once. Flip the cells and glue the other side. This way you save time by not waiting for the glue to cool. Cut all the fish paper insulators at once. If you buy the right width of fish paper, you only need to cut once. Fish paper goes between groups with different voltages for safety. I like to build a big block from smaller blocks and then reinforce it with Kapton tape. This helps the battery pack handle vibrations better. Kapton tape also handles heat well. Clean the contact surfaces if needed. It's a good idea to wash your hands before spot welding, or you can use gloves. Keep doing things assembly line style and cut all the nickel strips at once. Use pure nickel strips. Nickel has lower resistance than nickel coated iron strips. Nickel also doesn't rust in damp conditions. Use ladders instead of just strips. Fewer connections means less resistance. Ladders reduce work and boost productivity. Welding works better if the strips are straight. You can check if your strips are pure nickel with a Dremel. Sand the strip with a cutting wheel at max speed. If it sparks, it's nickel coated iron. Pure nickel doesn't spark. Use a good spot welder. If you have a small portable one that runs on lithium batteries, use nickel-coated strips or strips up to 0.1 mm thick. Small portable welders don't have enough power for pure nickel. Here I'm using a supercapacitor spot welder. It's easy to use. I set the power and choose manual mode. In manual mode I use a foot pedal or spring-loaded welding pen to trigger the weld. First, test with old batteries to check the settings. Don't use too much power, or you'll melt holes in the cells. However, the strips should stick firmly. Don't rush. Both electrodes need to hit the surface on a straight angle. They both need to press with the same force. I have a spring-loaded welding pen that welds when both electrodes apply 600 grams of pressure. Avoid sparks. Sparks mean the electrodes went straight, or one electrode or strip was raised. Carefully clean the welding tip with sandpaper and focus next time. Using a foot pedal gives better results, but this automatic welding pen is nice to use, even if it sometimes sparks. It's time to install the BMS. First, protect the cells with fish paper to prevent BMS wires from shorting with the cells. I left extra strips, but I had to remove them. The BMS needed more space than I thought. Now I have to connect the balancing wires in the middle of the strips. I do quick solders on the negative side, because the cell gauges are same voltage. With grinding and flux I can make quick solders. I don't want to heat the cells too much. BMS voltages are easy to check from the connector before connecting the module. Note that I use 2 nickel strips on the battery terminals. The current at the end of the strip is much higher compared to the middle of the cell. Finally, a thermal camera check, a load test of the pack, and test if the pack can charge before sealing it in shrink wrap. Fixes are easier to make at this stage. Blow the shrink wrap with enough power so it shrinks quickly and the battery pack heats up less. Close the case and battery is ready to use. I hope this video was helpful to you. Thanks for watching.